Yes.
Yeah.
One time again. We are here once again. The Uncouth Truth here. You done know with the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I privilege this message nationwide.
Yeah.
You done know, man, and we are here with the one and only lovely Rita Pearl.
Yes.
You
Thank you,
done
sir.
know.
Thank you very much.
The one Rasta Rebel Impenetrable.
I am in.
Yeah, done know.
That's Rexdale Rasta to you.
Rexdale Rasta.
I already know. You already know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Last week was fire still from the Uncouth Truth here.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely good times. But Rasta, I have a bone to pick with you.
A bone, eh?
I have a bone.
I hope not. Bone could choke, you know.
What kind of soup bone? Dog bone? Like...
I didn't like what you said. I didn't like what you dropped in chat. I didn't like that at all.
And what was that?
Let me go back and tell you. I was just there, and now I'm gonna have to go back and look for it. But it's right here. There we go. You had a lovely post where you posted, women be cheating in healthy relationships, but faithful in toxic ones. Please explain.
Okay,
before I respond.
Well, I'm sure you've ever heard this, that they could turn the bad boy into a good boy. You know what I mean? They could tame him and all them thing there, right? So when the man is a little too boring, right? Too boring, they want more excitement in their life, right? So get with the zero and get with the hero, right? We've heard that before. And we heard that, let's see here. Let's see.
I'm definitely going to give my 2 cents.
Hold up a second here.
Please.
Oh, wait there. Wait for it. I'm waiting for him. He's in prison. You know what I'm saying? He's in prison. And he's going to be in prison for a long time. I'm going to wait for that bad boy. And when he gets out, what happens? He goes back to what he's doing again. Back to... He's boring a guy. He's a boring. So that's when it comes down to, yo, you have a nice hero, but yo, you want to get with the zero. You know what I mean? Now let's get down to wait. We're not done. We're not done here. We're not done here. Let's get down to the toxic one here now. The toxic relationship.
That was healthy.
See?
Okay.
The toxic one now.
Okay. Go ahead.
Before you get into that,
please, Lord of mercy, we can't do that.
I have to cut you. The statement was, women are faithful in a toxic relationship.
Yeah, that's the toxic one right there. That they lock up and all of that and everything. But you see now you see now what the other one there? Boring, right? Boring.
Sorry, but what was boring about him? I didn't get that.
Of this was that
if they weren't boring, if they weren't boring, they wouldn't cheat. Because they'll be exciting. Everything will be exciting for them, and they have no reason to cheat.
It sounds to me like most of y'all be talking to some little gal picnic. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, sir, we are talking about grown women.
A woman who is of sound mind and who understands what it is, what a good man really is, would not think him boring, would actually think to
hold up a second.
To do things.
I actually heard this.
I don't think a good man.
Wait a minute.
No, listen to me.
This is not my opinion. I actually seen this online. Woman actually said, "Yo, man is boring." And all of that, and said, "Yo, like I don't know if I could do this to him."
Yes,
and all of that. I'm like, wait a minute.
Boring?
This is very, 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 very appalling.
But what's boring though?
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to understand what's boring. What is boring? Why is she?
I let you guys rant long enough. Okay.
We're not even done.
Men have been just scratching the surface. We've been scratching the surface right now for a whole 3 minutes rant going straight.
3 minutes. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. Time for me for cutting.
Go on.
All right.
Go on.
The statement was that women are cheating in a faithful relationship, but staying faithful in a toxic relationship. For me, I can't actually say that is true. Fully.
And the heavens opened up.
All right.
Go ahead.
Now, I have seen some display of some ladies staying in a toxic relationship longer than what they should be.
Yes, I have also done that.
Okay. That's definitely something out there. But in regards to having a good relationship and cheating, I don't really know too many women that are Well, that's what I call women that are actually doing that type of bullshit.
I mean, come on. You mean I get reciprocity?
I'm just being
I
straight
get
facts.
I get the emotional piece. I get a communicator, a hard worker, an ambitious man, and he knows how to be a man in the household. And I'm gonna cheat on him. You are. I don't know what these girls are smoking. I don't know what kind of crack. I don't know if they're on. I don't know what they're on. But no woman of sound mind, of mature mind, would do that. Let me just say that. Okay, she has to be unhappy for a reason. There has to be unhappiness.
Exactly.
It cannot just be he's boring. It has to be much more than that. He has to be lacking in some of the things that she's
There has to
that
be
he
more
was
than
presenting
just
to
like.
her in the beginning.
How about not the mental part? How about the physical things he's probably lacking?
Okay.
How about that? Because you know that, oh, you weren't making enough. That's why I had to do it. Right? Mm-hmm. You know
Wait.
that's a factor.
Sorry, you were saying the
That is
physical
one
thing,
factor.
and then you said money.
And then
I
money,
was thinking
yeah.
of. I thought you were referring to physical as an intimacy.
But now, but that
But
go
that's
on
what I
too.
was thinking.
That go on too, because yo, on the real, maybe that is burnout for them, and say, yo, you don't have the gas anymore. You know what I'm saying? So look, I gotta have to find a new vehicle to tune it up. You know what I'm saying? Straight. And yo, and that's what they do, you know. So it go. This is uncouth. Yeah, right, yeah.
We are tuning up.
This money are not easy at all.
Never.
Am I supposed to be?
No, you're supposed to be you, but
He
you're
is-
naive.
That's why he's the wild card of the uncouth truth.
Yeah.
That's what he is, definitely.
So.
Okay, can we just move on? Because okay, so let's just so sorry, I'm not. Yeah, I think I have to agree with impenetrable. I'm not but I was trying to pretty much say that anyway. I just think that no woman with good sense or man with good sense would do that. I just don't think so. I think you have some mental problems.
I don't see the point of me cheating on like a good woman. That doesn't make no sense whatsoever. And I've dated some good women. It's just a matter of like if we grow apart, I'd rather us break up before I think about cheating.
You know what?
That's
I
right.
love it what you're bringing up all of this. It comes back to last week's episode, Pan the Jacket Baby. No, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Because yo, you see, when the woman know, them say then them love the man and all of that, and all of a sudden the man probably doesn't have the demand what they need. So you know what? Maybe use this other man, and you put the jacket baby upon the one woman want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So
that's what she did, though. That scenario, that's exactly
that's
what
she
did.
plays out in a lot of these
That's
scenarios.
exactly what she did.
regards
That's
to
who she
jacket.
wanted the child to be the father.
Of,
It wasn't that she knew that was the father.
no, but you know the worst thing about it, the worst thing about these things when they have these shows, and they don't know who the father is. That means say you've been hoeing. You've been hoeing more than once.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the worst thing is when the men, none of them are the father. I would go, oh Lord of mercy. So that means that there must have been more bodies.
Absolutely. If you can't keep count, my girl, we
That's
got a
why,
problem.
I don't give those shows like ratings, and I don't believe that
But
they actually deserve to even be as
just
popular as what they are.
It's just that I don't rate them. It's just it's a reality. It's a reality.
No, it is something that is a reality.
That's
and
the sad
what my
part
point
about
was.
it.
Yes, my whole sad point about it is that it's coming down to where TV shows are profiting and exposing what the problem is that we're not even like fixing amongst ourselves to do.
That's right.
So that it doesn't need to be on television and getting profit for other people's like exposure in regards to a DNA testing and a father hearing the words, "You are not the father,"
which is like the most.
Which is not only just damaging to the man,
devastating,
which is also a good man, but is also devastating to the child. Imagine now if that child is like 18, 19.
And they're going to see it on
and
TV.
Now going to be like, okay, where's my biological father and who is he? Where's the trust now that I'm going to have from my mother that has lied to me all of these years?
Not to mention that child's going to see it on TV or online. They're going to see this whole
they're going to see that old footage from one day, and they're going to go. They're going to go.
Like,
You
why
actually did
does
this.
it need
was like a clown. It was like a whole clown
Sister, you
show.
actually did this to me, Mom?
I mean, listen to me. You know what?
What the fuck?
I am. Listen to me.
Thank
Any
you.
man
And
or
that's what I'm
woman,
talking about.
I don't care if it's on TV or not, but any man or woman who's gonna take the other person to court for child support, for custody, especially if it's done in a malicious way, if you're trying to hurt the person just so that you can so you can get custody of the child, and maybe you don't really want the kid, but you just want to hurt the other person. Listen, I hope they have a special place for you in hell.
I agree.
Okay? I don't believe in bringing your children publicly into the system. I don't care if it's on TV, that's your business, but in court, put your child in the system. Like, for the rest of that child's life, they will be known by the court because your dumbass was thinking about getting one up and hurting the other person. People need to grow the hell up.
I've had like some rocky situations with my son's mother. I'm gonna be straight up. But for me to go to court and have somebody else put a ruling in regards to somebody who was not in the bedroom when me and her brought my son into this world, you must be out of your damn friggin' mind.
Not to mention, you're going to be in the court files and all the court documents. You're going to have a lovely file.
Why do I need the courts to know my goddamn personal business?
My thing is, why are you putting me in Babylon system when it's enough already that I live in it. But now you want to put me in the court system. When all I wanted, and I'm speaking as a woman if any woman who has been in this situation, all she wants is for the child to know that father. She's not interested in what you have. She's not interested in your money. She just wants you to be a dad, but you're angry because she doesn't want to be with you anymore.
Okay, those type of guys, you're pathetic.
They're pom-poms. That's what I say.
You're fucking pathetic. Like,
massive pom-poms.
You have to realize, like, if the woman's no longer interested in you anymore, what are you doing, bro? Mm-hmm. No, for real. Like,
and really put them to 2, 3, 4, 5 years of court unnecessarily, only for her to get custody anyway, because all you were trying to do was hurt her.
But majority of the court system is always going to put the mother in favor
of course. The child. If she's not unfit, she's going to get the baby. That's how it works.
Yeah, unless like you can truly prove that the mother is unfit, and there are some out there. There's not many.
Oh, I know a couple unfit moms too. Let's keep it real.
I know some single dads that literally have their kids 24/7, and salute to them.
I respect any give them the most amount of respect fully. Who's raising his children or his child without the help of a mother, because the mother is truly unfit. I really, really rate them. I respect and rate any man who's actively doing that, because it's the same situation. Men go through it, women go through. We go through it more, but yes, there are men out there who are going through it. So it's a reality.
I have to give salute to them, because 24/7 as a father, like single father, I get it that it's the same thing in regards to like single motherhood, but you don't hear that much about it, like for the single fathers that have it. And I'm going to have to give my salute cap to all of them.
Right.
Like, for real, they deserve it.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So what is our next topic?
What's popping? What's going on?
What's popping? We can actually get into the discussion with
you know me. I'm all about the relationships. Okay, you guys just need to understand I'm about relationships. I'm all about men and women. I'm all about Mars and Venus. I'm all about exploring relationships between men and women and trying to understand. It helps. It actually helps me too. I think it helps me. I think this is quite cathartic for everyone. I think we all could learn a little more about Venus and Mars, right? Venus and what? You guys are what? Y'all, men? Mars. Men are from Mars, they say. That's right.
I'm just gonna be here smoking, man. All right.
Whatever. Listen.
Listen.
The same way I participate in the topics that you bring. I expect the same. Thank you.
All right, you'll get my 2 cents.
I appreciate it.
Not that dollar.
No.
I might ask for a little more, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Shall we move it along?
Yes, shall we? Let's do it.
I've been waiting on you.
You got a clip here for something here?
Why is this so hot low? Okay, sorry. Yes, we have a clip.
Can you set it up before we put it up?
Is this the Dr. Umar clip?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Could you set it up?
If you're looking to knowing who my partner is, there for the ones that are watching my live, her name is Rita Pearl.
It's your girl, Rita Pearl.
Get it right.
That's right.
All right. Now, to see her full name, we do have the show literally on the D2E_ podcast, where you can get to see both of us and our names.
So the Dr. Umar
for all
video
y'all that
is,
are watching, thank you. And
is
we love having you guys here watching
about?
and giving
yes.
comments.
Age relative to. Okay, well, just play the clip.
Okay,
just play the clip.
I
don't need to set it up.
No, you set it up. That's what I wanted you to do.
I know.
All right, then. Let's get it on.
But I mean, right now,
we have to make sure that when we are dating people, we're dating people who mirror our psychological age. Because all of us have a biological age. We also have a psychological age. So let's say you're 45 years old, biologically. Your queen is 45 years old, biologically. But she's been traumatized, abused, abandoned by her father, emotionally scarred by her mother. Although she's 45 biologically, psychologically, she could be 12. Psychologically, you could be 6. And the big reason why a lot of our relationships don't work out is you got two people who are around the same biological age, but psychologically, they're at 2 different levels. You see this, you're like, damn, why she acting like a child? Why he acting like a child? Because guess what? They are not psychologically where you are.
I'm right, because I've
That's
said
the
this.
truth.
I've said
That's
this
literally the
before.
truth of,
I've
like,
said this
relationships.
before about men, that not all of us
have
matured.
That's right.
And grown up in
a committing relationship,
or the same environment, or they had that same relationship with their father or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
so biologically, even before any exposure to your home environment, biologically, men are they do mature a little slower than women.
Yes,
mentally.
And check this out though, and
then,
someone will even more slower than some.
That's right. And then when you compound that with any home, any issues at home, anything that you may have been through in your life, then yes, that's what he's saying. It affects your biological age. Your mental age would be less.
That's what life experience is.
And I'll be honest, I can tell you right now, I am not my biological age either.
No,
I came to realize.
Majority of people are much actually psychologically.
I am.
They are below their biological age.
Absolutely. I am definitely
mentally.
Not.
And the reason why I am going to say that is because I've always believed this stating. We're not really living in a world of adults.
Very true.
Say that again.
We're living literally in a world of like children who only act like adults when it's convenient.
Truth. Absolutely.
Okay.
Like the doctor said there, man. Biologically, they're that age, right?
Yeah.
But
mentally,
they're not.
Mentally, we're
just
still
like
kids.
what you're just saying right there.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we're literally still acting out like childhood, whatever dreams or aspirations that we had, or great memories in your adult like life.
What they
like,
say
in a mature like biological pattern life.
What they say you twice born a child?
Yeah.
Twice a child,
once an adult.
Yeah, so but it seems like they want to be all the way child. No.
Oh, they want to be, yes, but treated like an adult though.
Yeah,
that's the
convenient timing.
That's where now it becomes the problem then in the relationship, because you're acting as if like you deserve to be treated as an adult, but the way how your actions and the way how you're behaving like a child, it's like, are you even really ready for like somebody else when you're not even ready with your own self?
And that's really what it boils down to, is that these types of situations, once you realize that, then I think you could also understand why some relationships might not always work.
Well, it goes back
because if I'm with somebody who is say okay, I tend to date guys younger than me. I always end up dating guys younger. So let's just say there's the guy's 5 years my junior, okay, but I am 5 years older than him. I usually can gel with a guy younger than me maybe because my mental is not my age. So he might be 42 in his biological, because you have a lot of men out, mature men. But I am more like 28 in mine.
But
Does
now,
that make sense?
yo,
I
I'd like
definitely can
to go back
understand that.
from what she's saying right there, and from what Dr. Umar was saying right
Yep.
there too, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, what if, besides the physical thing, now, what if now the mentally you both are the same, mature in, in
Well, then
growth,
that I believe that you have it's a higher chance for the
right?
relationship to work in those
Yes,
situations.
right?
That's like the strongest building of a
Yes.
Right,
foundation
right.
of a
Like
relationship.
now,
That would be my opinion
if
on
they're
that.
you're together and that you work upon that, and
Yes.
some
You
people
build from that
people are gonna
foundation.
look upon the physical. Fuck the physical right now. We're
No.
trying to
It's
deal
the
with that. Yeah, the
psychological part, yeah.
psychological now,
Right.
right? And that is highly concentrated on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it should work because you're trying to grow, not apart, trying to grow together.
Yeah,
For
nobody
me, I
cares.
call that
In
a
the
soul
end, nobody
love.
cares about you. It's not about the age in the end. It's about how you both
I
can
call that a soul love.
work mentally together. You're right. And if I'm 40, if I'm 50 years old in my mind and you're still 20, then we may not have may not be able to have a healthy relationship. And that 20-year-old mental age may come with a lot of trauma and a lot of bad shit that happened to that person. Maybe they were not prepared. The parents didn't do the job that they needed to do to prepare them to be out in the adult world, and then when they got out, they had no idea. This is also comes from our parents. Our parents are a big part
It does.
of our maturity piece
And your
as well.
experiences.
The more you teach your kids, and also is the more their mind will also grow.
Because of my folks, I
Mhm.
had the more interest of being around older people than me when I was
Good.
younger, right? So yeah, my mind state was, yes, I knew being a youth, but I
Right.
knew what has being an older person to be, but I
Yeah.
don't want to grow up fast, don't
Right.
get me wrong,
But you just knew
but at
things.
I knew things
Young.
than the ones who are around my age.
Okay. So then
You
you
know what
and
I'm
me
saying?
you and me are the opposite then, because I was the opposite. I was a little more sheltered and didn't really I wasn't really exposed to being around.
I was exposed too
a
much
lot.
at
You
a
know what I
young
mean? Like,
age.
Okay.
yeah,
Put it this way. You ever
yeah,
see
I wasn't.
you ever see that Cardinal video,
Uh-huh.
the dancing
Yes.
in the basement and all of that?
Yes.
Okay, I was that kid.
Give me you
But
talking about give me
I'm
the
just
light.
saying
Give me the
I
light.
was that
Yes,
kid, not in the
yes.
video. I'm just saying I was that kid.
You're like one of
long
those
time
kids.
ago.
I get you.
What's going on?
The ones who
Why
are
gone
fast in
downstairs
grown people's
and shit.
business.
Yes.
Yes,
And
that's
I
you.
seen it
Uh-huh.
all.
And I was the kid upstairs in the bedroom because your parents said don't come downstairs,
Don't come
because the big
downstairs.
people business is not your business. So
Because they said that,
I'm
I
willing
was
to
too
bet
curious.
because of that you are older than me psychologically and I am younger than you psychologically. And I guarantee you
Yeah.
I'm older than all of us biologically, but I am definitely mentally not. For sure, guys.
I definitely
can say
feel
that.
from myself like I'm way older than
Yes,
my
old soul.
47. Yeah, like
Right.
I am an old, as a lot of people would say, like a wise soul.
Yes, yes.
Like,
I love it
just
that
see
everyone.
things
I love it that
differently.
everyone thinks I'm old or younger.
Your soul,
something.
your
or-
soul, your
Some people
soul.
can't even
Like my
figure it
soul.
out.
No, but I
They
get
can't
but
guess
I
my
actually
age.
I can say that impenetrable
say,
mental
look-
age is more than yours.
If you say so.
I do. That's what I'm giving. That's what I'm feeling. I've been feeling from the two of you in terms
you
of
can
your
feel it all you want.
Get
But
outta here.
the number one thing is you never show your intellect to the fullest.
This is not about
You
intellect.
never do
No,
that.
you
This is
never
not
do
about
that.
intellect.
And it's not about
I
intellect.
think you're
about that.
missing the point. This
And
is
it-
not about
Right.
intellect.
But you
You're-
just wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, can I say
I
something
think-
though? Can I
yeah.
say something though?
Go ahead.
I love to catch these ones, yeah. So you judge the book by its cover.
No.
Yes, sir.
I think you're taking it the wrong way,
I think you're
Rasta.
not going the
What
right
I'm
route,
saying to
Rasta.
you is that you are youthful. I'm not saying that you are not intelligent or not wise. So you need to really relax and listen to what I'm saying.
I am.
Because you're but we listen to what you're saying. You said just now. You want to get in the ring with me and fight? Is that what you want?
Ding ding.
So that's what you think? I'm not in the ring with you. I don't have gloves on. I said you are younger mentally, and that's what I said.
Nothing
it's
wrong
not
with that.
offensive. So why? But if there's nothing wrong, then why did I get that from you just now?
I never took
that I'm judging you by a book by its. No, I'm not judging nothing. I sat with you and talked with you. I know who I'm dealing with. Calm down.
I am calm.
All right, let's move.
All right. So as we shall move on with the
wait. Before we move on to the next subtopic, can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Okay. If you could pick a psychological age for yourself, impenetrable, what age would you give yourself? Knowing that you have already said that, and people have already said that they feel like you're older.
I would say about like 76.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have given you that. You're giving me more like a 58. I'm not getting more than that from you. What about you, Rasta? How old are you psychologically?
Man,
in your
I say
opinion?
forever young.
Okay, but just for the sake of the question, please, can you just give me a number?
The thing is, you know why I'm saying this to you? Because I never really thought about it.
That's why I'm asking.
I've never really thought about it. I just gave whatever.
That's why I'm asking. This is an off the cuff question.
You know what? No, it is off the cuff question because I had these thoughts and I thought about it. Yo, being a youth nowadays, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. And then after I thought about being old, not really ready for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So what number would you give yourself though, knowing all that?
You see, I would have to say the best decade and age would be in your 30s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're not too old, and you're not too young. You know what I'm saying? Your bones are not really hurting and everything like that. And
not
shit.
yet. No.
Too yet. You know what I mean? You're going through the midlife crisis, but you're not maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the same time, you're in between. So it's like I would say around them times. Around that. Because no, man, the 20s,
so like 35?
20s is too stressful.
Yeah, 20s.
You know what I mean? Too stressful for me, man.
Like 35, you're giving yourself?
Around that. Yeah, around that.
Sounds
yeah.
good. Yeah, sounds
I have to say around there.
Okay, yeah, I would.
Where do you see yourself, Rita?
I wouldn't give myself 20s anymore. Maybe about 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I would have probably given myself in my 20s still.
Okay.
But right now, I would say that I would say I'm somewhere close to Rastafari right now in my
30, 35s.
Somewhere 30, like 30, between 30 and 35.
So could I say one thing though?
Yeah.
In my teens, I go, good Lord, I wanted to get out of the teens. I wanted to get out of the teens.
But weren't we all like that?
I wanted to get out. No,
we wanted to be adults.
No, the thing is, the problem was, you know what the
teens,
problem was? The problem was the people around me and shit. They want to be old. They want to do all this fuckery and all this shit. So that's the reason why I'm like, so what am I looking forward to my teens here for? If all this fuckery I go on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuckery is going on. Like, I mean, like, for example, remember the Toonie Jams?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, check this out. Why is it that when I go to a Toonie Jam that I have to worry about violence?
Yeah,
all the time. So I'm just like,
the 20s.
Isn't this supposed to be
my
teens?
Teens were like that. That's how my teens were.
Isn't this supposed to be all ages?
You're right.
And all of this.
You're right.
So I'm like, you know what? We can't take this no more. So I went. My older brother was having good times all the time, and I'm like, what? Where you go? I go 19 and over things, man. I'm like, you know what? I need to hang with you. Because you see all this Toonie shit.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not working.
The 90s were treacherous.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest. Remember, we were dealing with Rodney King. We were
dealing
with
it wasn't
the riots.
Working
Everyone
for
was crazy
me.
over
I
here.
wanted to go out to have a good time.
Listen, I couldn't even go to Caravana without seeing one of my boys get stabbed. Like, are you joking?
I like going to have a good time, not
15.
to be worried about be in the trenches and thinking that I'm not gonna live and shit and everything like that.
Yeah,
nah, man.
Yeah,
I know that women go there for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Go for it. to check the girl them, have a good time, and all them
Listen,
thing there.
that's what I'm saying to you.
know,
I wish.
no,
That's what I'm saying.
but no, all these thugs want to come in the place and go on like they're hard, and all of a sudden some argument happen, and we don't know,
And then them get slapped up.
and I don't even know what the fuck it's all about. You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? I'm just there to have a good time.
I can speak on one time that I like. That's why I'm saying when I say I was sheltered, like in a bubble for most of my, I was really, and the
Like,
one time,
sheltered,
yeah. So I'll tell you what, because you know, your my
I was
parent, you
allowed
when
to
your parent, when you're the
roam.
firstborn, your parents are a little more protective.
Not
When
with
it's
me.
you're the first girl, honey,
Oh well,
girl,
girls, yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Okay, so but anyway, I hope my dad never sees this. But anyway, so when I was 16,
Hi, pops.
when I was 16, I went to sleep at my cousin's house. My cousin lived downtown. She lived at Parkdale. One of those one, you know, the savory
I know
neighborhood, Parkdale.
Mhm.
Back then, Parkdale was buzzing with prostitutes walking up and down the streets.
Mhm.
Bums were even worse. I think that they probably have the same amount of bums nowadays that they had back then.
No,
I
they
didn't
cleaned
want
it
to
up.
leave. I didn't want to leave my
They
aunt's
cleaned it
house
up.
half the time to go to the corner store. But one day my cousin decided I said, I'm gonna sleep over. My cousin decided she wanted to leave the house, sneak out.
At what time?
Late night. My aunt was
After
sleeping.
12, man.
Listen to me.
Lord of mercy.
I had never done anything like this before.
Lord of
I was
mercy.
goody two shoes. I couldn't even lie to my parents. I was so bad at it. So my cousin said, "We're just gonna go outside. Don't worry, we're gonna go." I said, "Okay."
So
we're
that's
gonna
why
come
she
back.
didn't tell you no truth.
Yeah, my cousin was bad breed.
Yeah, but she made sure she didn't tell you the
She
truth
didn't tell me.
because she know how you stay.
Of course,
All right.
because she knew exactly. And I'm like, "Where are we going?" She's
See.
like, "Don't worry, let's just go. Come on, let's go." So we go
That's the
outside.
thing.
What you don't
Let me
know
tell you
won't hurt
something.
you.
We get in. All I know is we end up in a cab. I don't know how we got in the cab,
Mm-hmm.
but the cab makes a couple stops, and all I see is other kids getting in the cab, boys. I said, "Oh my God, what's happening?" We roll up. Guess where we end
I
up?
really hope when I'm not.
The cab takes us to jungle.
Oh Lord of mercy!
Oh,
Even
God, one of
worse. It
those.
got even worse.
You went out
Yes.
to one of those like
Listen,
Loco
hold
parties
on,
as a
wait.
kid?
But I had no idea. Again,
Let
I'm
her-
green.
Let her keep
I don't know
going.
nothing about jungle. I don't know nothing about these. I don't know
This
nothing.
sounds like a
See,
movie.
yeah, you got well sheltered because
It sounds like
my
an 80s.
lifestyle growing up.
Wait,
as a
let me
kid-
finish.
Want her to finish. This sounds like an 80s movie.
I ended up just like Rastafari was talking about. I ended up in a big people party, and there was bare teens in the back of the basement, all bubbling in the darkness. And let me tell you, I was traumatized because I didn't know nothing. I was in the corner with my cousin, and the boys were trying to come over and dance with me.
And she's in the
And
hood.
I was like, yes, and I'm in the hood. I don't know what I'm doing in the hood. I'm not a hood chick. Listen.
Oh man,
This is getting
See,
interesting.
yeah, you got
Okay.
well
Yeah.
sheltered.
So
yo.
like I
All
said,
I know
again,
is wait.
this is like an 80s movie,
We
man.
didn't leave that party until I think 2-3 in the morning. I
Woo-hoo.
remember.
All right, let her
We
finish.
got back to my aunt's house,
Mhm.
snuck back in, fell asleep, and guess what? My aunt woke us up the next day.
Yeah.
She already
With
called
some
my
rice,
parents. She knew what
beating
she
a
saw.
crumb.
She
Yeah.
knew we left. She checked.
Mhm.
Listen,
Yeah.
I got my ass cut when I got home. My
Woo-hoo.
parents
Come on,
cut.
your
I hope
ass
the
to get
party was
cut,
worth
yes.
it, you know.
No, because I was taken against my will. I should have said no.
So you got a lashing, and the party
See how
wasn't
it's
worth
Okay,
it.
I was bubbling with some boy in the
can't
corner. I
say
had a
that,
little fun.
like,
Oh, okay.
for me now, growing up as a youth, I got well exposed. Like at first start was like through like my own family,
Mm.
and it started from like what age was it now? Either 11 or 12. Family get-togethers,
I know those.
and I'm looking at like the wine coolers,
I know those.
and my mom looked at me and goes, "You think you can handle that?" And my uncle looked at her and just like, "Well, if he thinks that he's a big man, make him go on
Make him
then."
go on. Hey,
So
how
I
old
go
were
on
you
and
again?
like
Wow.
11 or 12,
Shit.
in the family.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Go on.
Now, because of that now, and I actually handled it well that night.
Okay.
The next following years now, My uncle was like a good like reggae DJ doing like good like warehouse parties, basement parties, everything. So every time now on a family gathering, didn't matter, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you do everything with the family. I would have my one drink and then I'm rolling out with my cousin to big people party. Me now, I'm walking into big people party at like, 12, 13 years old.
Damn. Oh, to
Like
be a boy.
like just living it up, just seeing how like everything I guan and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, so this is how it's guaning, eh? Cool. Man, by the time I was like 15 years old, it was like a ritual for me. Like I was literally even going out to like big people like, what was it, Epiphany and everything like that. I remember going in there at like
That
15,
was a
16
spot.
years old, like on a
I used to go
regular
to
like
Epiphany.
basis from them.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, you know when I went to Epiphany? Just before, like the last few years when Epiphany closed when I started. Because like I told you,
Wow,
I
that's
was
like
always
almost
the
like
last
20
to
years
find
later.
out or go places. I'm always the last. Let me okay, so my first club was Vertigo.
Oh, I remember Vertigo.
Remember Vertigo on Dufferin, right here.
I remember Vertigo.
Right across from G
don't
Ross Lord Park, which I used to go
remember.
to for blockos and barbecues every
You
summer.
went to the Blockos
me-
Yo, yes.
Baby Sound
That's
Crew,
where I probably saw you,
the
my
Baby
friend.
Sound Crew
Baby
barbecues,
Blue,
yeah,
absolutely,
the
every
Blocko
year.
parties.
Every year, and
Yeah,
then
and
guess
one of
what?
my one of
And
my
then I
brethren
went the
got
last year when it
one
got
of my
shut
brethren
up.
one of my brethren got beat up in there too.
Yeah, I stopped going after it got shut up, and they stopped it altogether. But I went to Vertigo. My first club was I was 17. My girlfriend was 21, so she got me in. And I think that I had a great time. I was like, Vertigo was a great time. I loved Vertigo. It was a good club.
Man, when I started doing like really going out to the club thing, I was only going out to like the big downtown events that were going on because like growing up, I knew like most of like
The DJs and stuff.
the DJs or the promoters or behind the scenes. I was helping out with like events being done and all that, like concerts and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like for me, it was just like if it ain't really the good one, and the DJs that I know that are gonna play the selection Mwah here and everything, when I reached there,
Well, all that didn't happen
I
for
was
me
probably
until I was
stush, but yeah, because I don't like
late.
waiting in line at no damn club.
This
to
is
get
what
in,
it is
man.
to be a girl. This is what it is to be a girl. That's how you know. You notice the difference between how girls and boys are treated. It's just the way it is, you know. Parents are a little more careful with girls, and we'll let the boys.
I won't really say
You
that
know?
they let me roam freely.
No,
like
but they
that,
let you definitely compared to the girl children. I'm sure you were roaming a little more freely than them. That's all.
I was also still rebellious because, like, also too, like, I'm gonna tell nobody what me going to do, but just go on.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
right.
hence the name Impenetrable Rebel. There we go.
That was definitely me. Like growing up as a youth was just like, sure, that no work for me. I'm just going to do my own thing right now, star. And yes, I came back home to a lot of lashings and a lot of beating.
But what killed me about boys is boys will come home, take the lashing, and go do it again. And come home and take the lashing and go do it again.
That's right.
No, I cannot listen to me.
But
the belt I can only take one time, and that's all I need. Belt.
Just belt?
No, but you see this.
Yo, Bridget, if
see the thing
literally,
is, the trick is we take the toleration.
If it was my father,
we take the toleration
I
and
knew
we
how
get
to take
tougher.
choice was belt.
We get tougher.
My mother
I
was
knew how to
everything
take
else.
pain. I
Listen
got
here,
more than just a belt.
We get
growing up.
tougher with it. That that's why we go, yo, we're gonna do it again and again and again, and we're gonna get more tougher and tougher and tougher. That's it. You
That's
know what I
literally
mean?
what it was growing up. You know,
until they keep
I
on
was just
doing them, but like,
rebellious
yo,
like that. My
that's
father
it.
and my mother would tell you like enough time. Yo, they all had to like probably. If child services ever heard of like what my parents had to do to me to try to get me straightened up, listen here.
You're a boy.
I did not wrong them at all. At all. Okay. Literally, I was and still is, rebellious. If I don't feel that it's justice as I look at it, where whatever is good for the goose is good for the gander, I'm gonna do my own damn thing then, yo. Get the hell out of here with that shit. So that's how I've always been. And yes, I did come home to a lot of lashings and not just a belt. Let me tell you, whatever they could find in the
My
house.
My father was the belt, though. My mother was everything else. And her hand. Everything else. Anything she could find and fling or find and lick you with.
Electrical wire.
Yeah. Yeah. All
whatever
that.
it was,
Spoon,
yo, I got
all that. Broomstick.
Yo, I got lashings coming home.
I'm sorry, but as a girl, you just don't want things on your skin. I can't take the whales from the belt. I know. Listen to me. No.
This way, man.
I'm just gonna obey and go sit in my corner. Thank you.
Be obedient. Time when they get too tired.
No. Listen to me. There's no sense. What's the sense of doing all that? All you do is cause problems with your parents. Of course I was able to go out and do things. I didn't live like a prisoner, but they just, just like any parents just want their children to obey them and do what they're told.
You're under their damn house rules.
Absolutely.
Hey,
so I was under their house
inside
rules.
your room,
so
but you're still in my house.
My sister was the opposite. My sister was definitely the rebel.
So for me, every time I heard that where it's like, well, you're in my house, well, then I just stepped out. Makan out that road.
That's right.
That's what I did.
Yeah, but the thing is, you come back though.
Came back to sleep, but then I'm gone right
no,
back.
No, you can't come back if you're my child. Bye-bye. You want to leave? Bye. Don't come back. Find somewhere to sleep tomorrow. Because you're rank about your leaving.
I said, no, I'm going on do my thing on the road and come back home. But all they cared about was like, do you have your money to pay for your living? Yep.
Well, I think we can move on to the next topic, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Definitely
What's
do that.
the next topic?
The next one, just play.
You sent it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I have to download it still.
Oh my gosh, I sent.
Oh, good.
I sent you 2 bedrooms.
I didn't get it until now.
What are you?
He got it. He just forgot. It's okay. It's just
all this on the Uncouth Truth podcast. Well, at least he told the truth, though.
He told the truth, even though it might be uncouth.
You may not like it, but it's the truth.
That's right. So the one I sent you is, here we go. So who does she rely on if she can't rely on you? That is.
Who can she rely on if she can't rely on you? Is this like directed towards like her man or?
Yeah. Relationships, yes, of course.
Okay. Another one of these damn relationships.
My speciality, yes, relationships. I'm all about the love. Yeah.
Getting strength for this damn freaking relationship.
Well, we can't all be hard, impenetrable. You be hard, I'll be soft, okay?
Well, hey, you gotta have a good cop and bad cop, right?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You gotta have a balance, right?
Balance. It's all about balance.
You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna smoke my shit right now.
I can't be F the system every day. I'm just saying impenetrable. You can, I know you do that. I want you to do that because that's your thing. And I feed off that. But you're gonna have to feed off this now. That's the uncouth truth.
Yeah.
Little bit here. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Uncouth truth.
In the household, is the man supposed to lead? You know who's supposed to lead? The one best fit to lead. And a lot of these dudes ain't best fit to lead. That's why the woman trying to take control of the steering wheel. Because she looking at him and he looking around. So yeah, she trying to grab the steering wheel because you're not sure about where you're going. So she said, well, let me try to drive the steering wheel.
That's real.
She's grabbing the steering wheel because you don't know where you're going. It's up in the air. And if she feel like it's up in the air, well, she'd rather take a chance and crash on her own because it looked like you finna make it crash. Man, I see a lot of these dudes looking to the bra for emotional support. Man, she came to you for that. The woman is looking for you for consolement. She's looking for you for emotional support. And these days, these dudes is looking for the woman for the emotional support.
Right.
So therefore, she sees that deficiency in you. So guess what? She's gonna become the dominant one in the relationship. Most people in this world, they're looking for something that they're missing. And you have to be that piece that woman is missing. But if you missing it too, then guess what? She's not gonna be able to respect you. And if she don't respect you, she's not gonna let you leave.
So what you're saying is Stevie Wonder leaving Ray Charles.
These dudes out here, they're not doing any work. I talk the way I talk because I'm always learning and educating myself. So a woman gets with me, I know what to do because I've been doing the work. These dudes ain't doing no work on themselves. So you have no information to give the woman. If you have no information to give the woman, why would she let you leave? You don't deserve to leave. You got to be sure about where you're going. And that's just not for women. That's in life. Everybody wants to follow a leader because most people in life lost. So if you could be that person, you know, to show that you know the way, everybody gonna get behind you.
God bless that man and protect him at all costs.
I'm not disagreeing with
because this is the piece I find a lot of men who are not mature minded. They're missing this piece.
Well, if they're not,
how can you want to be a man in a relationship, but the woman is still driving the car? I don't understand. Why is her hands on the steering wheel when you're supposed to take the steering wheel?
Well, first things first, was he taking the steering wheel in the beginning?
No, honey.
That's the question.
No.
You see,
that's not
the problem.
That's not what I'm. That's not the
problem.
point of what I'm saying.
Yeah. Right.
When you're in a relationship, you assume your roles. Your roles. Man is leader.
That's
woman
true.
Follow.
But no,
that's
I'm not disagreeing with the
right.
man's saying though. But
right. So what I'm saying is and I'll give you an example. Okay, I have been in situations myself, relationships, where I'm looking to you to be the leader. Maybe we have to make a decision on something. Maybe we're planning a trip. Maybe we're just going to dinner. Doesn't matter how big or small the situation, but I'm looking to you to be the initiator in our future, in the plans for what we're trying to do. Now, if we're in a car and but we don't even know the destination. You don't know the destination and you're supposed to be the driver. Give me the wheel then. But then guess what happens? I take the wheel and now I don't respect you. Because now I'm the one controlling. I'm the one who's is doing your job. I'm doing what you should be doing.
I agree.
That's all. That's what he's basically saying.
It's a metaphorical.
Men are not, and I had a situation like that. I was dating. We were together for years, and for years it was me giving a pep talk on, I need you to take charge. I need you to get a job. I need you to. This was what I was doing for all that time, and meanwhile, I'm the one driving the relationship. I'm the one.
But if they fall and they don't want to get up.
That's what I'm saying. You're right.
Get up, then you're already giving the hand, and they don't want to give take the hand. Then what do you expect? Then you got to leave them out that roadside.
And that's exactly what happened.
I can't.
I can't diss a girl that
I can't.
Come on, now.
I just can't. I have
because I'm looking. If I can't look to a man to be a man in the relationship, then there's no sense in me being with you.
I know that shit happens in life. I know that shit happens.
Of course, and that's what my whole point is. Shit happened in his life, and I dated him, and I loved him, regardless of the shit that was happening. And I was a woman to him, and I supported, and I pushed, and I encouraged, and I cheerleaded for years, and there was no effort. Just a lot of talk. And even a moment of complacency where he felt it was why rock the boat? Things are okay the way they are. Whoa. Yeah, you keep going and work. Go and work 50 plus hours. I'll just chill in the house and cook and clean.
But how about improving it in yourself? Like, all right, no, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. But doesn't he see you progressing? Doesn't he see you growing on, doing things and all of that?
But unfortunately,
no, I'm just saying. No, I'm just
you're
saying.
Right.
No, right.
Yes, he did. He did see.
So shouldn't he be getting, energy reflection from that? Like, the moral kind of like example, because he's with you, right?
But he can't.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, but he has to. But the problem is he didn't love himself. That's the problem.
All right. Well,
that's not up
nailed
to
it
me.
Right there.
That's not up to me. You have to love yourself enough to get up
you don't love
and
yourself.
realize the blessing that you have in your life and that you have a whole life ahead of you and you can do anything that you need to do as long as you put your mind to it. And that was me to him all the time.
The
I can't do
dominoes
that
might
forever.
fall.
You are not my son. You're my man. We're supposed to be.
Look, the dominoes might
But that's
fall,
what
but you
it
gotta
is.
just
That's
take up
where
a new. You
relationships
gotta
fail.
take up a new hand. That's all you gotta do. Take up a new hand and come up with a new strategy. That's all you gotta do. But some people, when the dominoes go down, they're like, "Whoa!" Like everything is like it's like a ripple effect. Everything, boom, boom. Everything is like, "Oh, life is over." This is this. They don't want to pick up on what
I don't
what
mind
happened.
taking the wheel. That's the whole thing. I don't mind taking the wheel. I believe
For
that
a
in a
while.
relationship,
But
you should be able to take the wheel from time to time. But at the end of the day, the
Not all
default
the
is
time.
you.
Yeah.
You are the head.
I'm the
You are the
driver.
man. And
Yeah.
therefore, you are the one who should be driving this car.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. I don't have a problem with doing my part, supporting, being that person behind, being the woman I need to be behind him. But if I can't be behind you because you don't even know which direction you're going,
See, I've never
how is
had
that
a
going to
woman where
work
it's
then?
like,
Then
bro,
let me just go by myself. That's why women say I can do bad all by myself. There's no sense in me staying in this if you're not even going to put your hand on the steering wheel to give us some type of trajectory towards our
man don't
future.
even want to drive the
No.
car even
And that's what
right
he's
off the
saying.
driveway.
And I pray that men understand. Some men understand that, because there's a lot of them out here who are comfortable and content with a woman just taking the wheel and doing everything. And I'm sorry, but as far as I'm concerned,
That's
all I uno have pum pum. That's all I'm gonna say.
But yo, a lot of
She
men
said
them
it.
want be
She
women
said it.
and women want to be men. You know what I mean? Nowadays,
But
you
that's
know?
not.
that's what
But
they're
we don't want to
raising.
be
That's
men.
what's
A lot of us
going.
don't want to be men. It's because we have to be in situations like that where we decide, like I said, if we're gonna do bad, I may as well do it by myself. So they decide, they choose
Agree with her.
not to be with a man and to be single. That's why. It's not because we want. Do you think women really, truly, truly want to be single? Like, do you
No,
think
they
they
don't.
really don't? No, they
No,
don't.
but it comes back to what the driver's seat and all that. They'll just settle where you're going, right? They'll just settle for this guy to be taking the driver's seat into disaster,
Yeah,
right?
that too.
Not true.
That too. And that's why you gotta be a present passenger, you know? Because if your man is driving you off the cliff, you gotta jump ship, man. Open the door and jump out. You cannot.
But
If
some
you're
of-
same way, if your woman's driving you off a cliff, same thing.
Some of them will say, "Fuck that! I'm gonna ride with you."
Anytime a woman's about to drive me crazy
Going
for
right
being
over
with
the
her,
cliff with them.
Yeah.
she's getting dropped off on the freeway. But not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know,
But I
man.
think this is about roles. I think women need to
Yeah.
also understand and know. You need to know y'all roles. Some of y'all want to
Misery
be men
don't-
and y'all are not men.
misery
You will
don't need
never
company.
be men. Remember that.
I am
Never.
not one where if I'm putting the effort into this relationship and loving you for just who you are and allowing you to process and grow as a lady that it is,
Mhm.
for you to come to me and start talking in some type of disrespectful way, yeah, freeway you I get.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like nowadays a lot of people do like misery with the company.
Nah, sir.
Well,
We have a lot of traumatized and hurt people out there.
There's a lot of people who are
yeah.
traumatized, but this is the thing about it with the whole thing. They're like getting together with people who are both going through the same traumatization, not somebody that is actually like healed from that traumatization
Mhm.
to get over it.
Yeah.
We're now, this is literally what's so sad in society today is that people are connecting with other people in regards to traumas that you're like, oh, you went through that too? All right, well then, yeah, we bros.
Trauma
or we're like
sister, trauma
sister,
so they
brother.
feel more better about themselves.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Misery
but you're
loves
not.
company.
You're still not feeling better about
No.
yourself. At
And
all.
that's the whole point, because you're associating and surrounding yourself with
With the
people who are
same-
low vibrational like you. That's not gonna. That doesn't bear any fruits. Why
Sound
do
like,
that? To
sound like
yourself?
to me A&A meetings don't work.
AA.
Well, I'm just saying, like they're all going through what you're going through, like you're just saying, right? Not true.
It's a mental thing, literally in all things.
Well, like I said, everybody being around the circle and be talking about their problems and everything like that, and everybody
then
be
they
feeling
realize
that,
that they're not
he has it
alone.
worse or she has it worse than me.
I think, yeah, they
you
don't
know
want,
what I mean?
yeah,
I want to
because
feel better
it's a
about
sense
themselves.
of not feeling alone. I
Right?
think that's really what it is in your
It comes down to
struggle.
not feeling
And
alone
I'm
in the
not saying,
struggle.
I think they call that a trauma bond. A trauma bond is what they
that's
call
what
it.
is.
I don't know, but
yeah.
but you said something earlier, man. Like, one who's not going through it and this one going through it. Like it's like you're putting
They're
two
only
magnets together, man. And I don't know. I just see things like this.
A lot
It's
of people now
chemical
are looking
balance.
But a lot of people are missing out. Where I feel like with the relationship, if you can come across somebody that's actually healed from a trauma experience that you've actually experienced, you're better off in growing as a person much more than actually bonding with somebody where you're like, oh, well, you went through that too. And then when you're hearing their story, you're like, well, mine wasn't as bad as theirs, but we still bond.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
like,
what it, and that's what they're more connecting about.
Of course.
Instead of saying like, all right, wow, you got over that. Can you show me like what did you do?
Do you know what I think about when you say that? I think about like, like the person who you're trauma bonding is sitting in a pit, and they're like, oh, I'm in a pit. I just feel so low. And you say, oh yeah, me too. And then you go into the pit with them. You understand? And instead of you're outside of the pit and you say, you can get out of the pit. We can be better.
Yeah.
And you pull that person out of the pit. That way you guys both can elevate. That's the problem. When you are around people who have the same trauma, you guys are going to vibrate on that level and you're going to stay there. There's no progression. There's no growth.
But because now majority of them are literally going trauma with trauma instead of trauma with heal. When a person now that's going through trauma sees an offering now of healing, they don't know how to react to it.
They don't know how to receive it. True. Absolutely true.
Because what's glorified is trauma with trauma. Not trauma with healing.
Really?
It's so true.
My gosh.
And when you have someone who's healed and with someone who's...
Could I ask you guys this question?
Go ahead.
How does misery love company?
I just explained it to you because traumas are always now glorified as like, let's hang out together because we're all going through the same trauma.
Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you honestly.
That's how misery
my
girlfriends
who broke up with their men and then, they're single, I'm single. That's a trauma bond. We all went through some crap with some dudes.
Shit.
I just did a girls' night out with a few of my girlfriends and a couple of them.
Everybody
have been through some trauma just like me. Okay, we had a damn good time.
You see me now.
But is that a good thing? Probably not.
It's not.
Probably not.
That's why I don't go out.
But I don't wait. But I am more of a healed. So I'm the one trying to pull my friends to live and to enjoy and to not dwell on the past. That is my energy with my friends who have been traumatized for sure. Yeah.
I'm not dwelling on it. I'm just, for me, I'm just exhausted. I can't bother again.
But you would pull people out of the pit if you care.
I would show people like how to get out.
Yeah. But you're not gonna like stick with them. Yeah, that's the truth.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there as offering, but once you like deny the offering and all that stuff, it's not like I'm gonna come back to you again because maybe there's somebody else that actually really wants the offering.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like this. If you know that you got a good relationship and all of that, right? And you're around people, they don't have no good relationship and they want you to be miserable like them.
Yes.
That's not really a good environment to be around.
This takes us back to that girl who was saying that girl was friends with her for 5 years. The one and she hated her the whole time.
Yeah.
Same type of energy.
Like that's what it is. Like there you have some people that are definitely like a bubbly personality.
Oh man.
And they're with somebody that's not nearly even matching to that type of like energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how they stay together for so long. Me not ask no questions, neither.
Might be a balance there, though.
There might be a balance.
There might be
because of it,
something
where it
that she
helps out.
needs
Yeah.
that he's providing, and in terms of the emotional piece,
Yeah.
there might be. Yeah.
That's why I say I'm
And
not.
maybe
like,
maybe
I'm
she
not
brings
asking
him,
questions.
maybe one partner brings the other one out, and you understand, and the other one calms the other one down. So that could work.
That could definitely
that
work.
could also work against them. Like sometimes it doesn't work, but
Yeah.
for some it will work.
Well, what works is that we're out of time.
Okay.
And this has been a real uncouth truth
Yes, it has.
episode here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
Please subscribe to all the channels. You done know.
And keep on loving each other. Mars and Venus, let's do it. Let's keep understanding each other.
You done know. You heard it here first.
Understanding each other.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We end it like this. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. Prove this message nationwide. You done know.